This could be the biggest shortfall in a decade.
Yeah, and it shows you the power of this Saudi-led move to extend cuts to the end of the year. It was a voluntary cut by the Saudis in July, which Russia went along with by extending its export curbs. But rolling it to the end of the year has really ignited a very strong rally. And now OPEC data is showing that the supply squeeze that we could see in the fourth quarter could be at 3.3 million barrels a day. The deficit, as mentioned, would be the biggest in more than a decade. And we're seeing both Brent and West Texas Intermediate hit year-to-date highs. Again, while the International Energy Agency has a different view of things, they previously forecast a deficit of only 230,000 barrels. That was before this latest move by both the Saudis and Russia moving in tandem to extend their voluntary cuts to the end of the year. So the IEA's latest outlook will be due later Wednesday. Meanwhile, if we drop into the Bloomberg, we can see the momentum in Brent, the benchmark crude, has been extremely strong, hitting 92 a barrel, a very big move. And so the upward momentum is what many in the oil market focus on, even though we're seeing just a slight leveling off as Asia trading gets underway.
How high could these prices go? What are we hearing?
Well, we've got JP Morgan Chase and RBC Capital Markets doubting that we see oil go to 100. In fact, there are some analysts that say the strong momentum we've seen in the last 2 weeks is starting to pull back. If we look at how oil is trading, again, it has been very strong with Brent at 92 intraday and West Texas Intermediate settling just short of 89. Those are both fresh highs for the year. Prices have rallied some 25% since last June. It gives you an idea of how strong this rally has been. And it's coming at a time the Saudis removing oil from the market, along with Russia doing its share, at a time when demand is rising to its highest, just as we go into the winter heating season. Bets on $100 oil, you see they're very strong, despite many of the big banks, as mentioned, being reluctant to make such a prediction.